Donatello's all different. Last time I made a video, it was about trap gems and subs and negative gem damage, and none of that works anymore. So before I swapped everything over to triple purple, which is his best moveset and for the foreseeable future will be the best moveset, I wanted to see if there was anything viable with a lot of the toys that I already had on there. And I found a pretty decent bleed damage setup. I think the bleed damage setup here is going to be best for any sort of event that actually does buff bleed gem damage a little bit. So a boss battle or a unique feud perk or unique showdown perk, something like that that's into the game, more so than a viable move set in feuds, or anything like that. However, I did find it, so I wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit because it does a ton of bleed when everything goes off. So we've got the Laureate Lariat, which throws out 29 random gems and makes them into trap gems. If your opponent breaks them, you're going to increase your purple MP by 9. That's useful, I guess, but really the star of the show is if you break it, you deal 166k damage and deal 380k bleed damage to your opponent for one turn. That's pretty stout from one trap. That does 1,000,000 bleed if you make a 3 swipe out of 3 traps, but if you blow the entire board, it's about 20 million. And that's a lot. 20 million is a pretty decent amount of bleed coming from what should be a T1 setup with some cascade risk. Cowabunga is how you're going to blow the board, make 39 random gems into green gems, and then Rising Tide is how you refill everything. And I'll show you how to refill it. Choose 7 gems to make into purple. Whenever you get a choose gem move, you can always find an MP plate to go with it. And here's the glowing phantom power. Break 3 or more purple gems, get 3 green MP at the end of your turn. And then I still have the last ride plate on him. Make 15 or more trap gems, increase your green gem damage by 200% because your finisher is going to blow the board green. 40% gem damage strap, Fury 2s, and then a 35% Fury 2 all gem metal there. And then the Entourage. I've been really experimenting with double MP trainers ever since Acro Rhea came out. I feel like it gives cards a little bit more flexibility. Cards are hitting for, it feels like they're just hitting for more nowadays. They just need speed more so than extra gem damage and move damage and stuff like that. So I don't think if you see an interesting move set, don't shy away from doing what I'm doing here. Steel for 4 green MP, Woods for 4 purple MP, Santa Hogan for 1 blanket, that gets you 5, and then 1 being yourself. This will be loaded turn 1 in feud and every other game mode. And then I have Acro Dragon for 100% more trap gem damage, and it'll throw out 2 extra traps. You can use a green gem damage coach here. If you don't have Acro Dragon, the finish just won't hit quite as hard. I also have the Moment going. Moment doesn't help this moveset too awful much. It does add 50% gem damage to green gems, so it kicks up the finisher a little bit, and then receive 50% less damage from all color gems. That helps people keep people down in a pin. However, the 40% gem damage buff you get for kickouts and feuds kind of negates this. So really only useful for tours and blitz and sometimes showdown. So let's see, Big Papa Pump here. I'm going to do something slightly controversial. I am going to start off with a red MP down prop. Like I said, this is a cascadey build. I'm really more interested in showing the ultimate damage that when everything goes off the right way does. And I don't want to watch his animations. Again, I don't think this is a feud viable setup, which is why I'm okay using a prop. Probably shouldn't be using this outside of like boss battle. So we make our 5. It's going to cascade. I just know it. And then you want to kind of break as many traps as possible the first time out, so that when you do reload, I knew it. See? All right, that's why I use the red prop down. So we're going to load up with traps. This is going to work the same way as what it would have worked turn one anyway, with everything all loaded here. Gameplay loop is still the same. 3 swipe is already built in. We can go ahead and make our 5 match. So there's that. Then we swipe into that there. Greens are reloaded again. You hit it. So that's got your last ride plate triggered, and then a full board full of traps, and then you hit your finisher. So 52 million is the HP right now. After everything blows, drops to 41, and then immediately drops to 20. It's 32 million damage at 6 stars silver, 3 hollow stars, 20 million of that coming from bleed. 20 million bleed's nothing to sneeze at. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any bleed cards doing quite that much in one hit. Now, again, is this relevant? I don't know. Probably not. But if for some reason you ever need a big bleed if you ever need a big bleed damage guy, Donatello might be your guy.